Apple Inc. is an American multinational corporation and technology company headquartered and incorporated in Cupertino, California in Silicon Valley. The independent variable used in Apple refers to the features of the product. The Apple products possess many unique features, therefore creating an exceptional experience for their customers. Other than that, another independent variable which applied in Apple is training programs. Apple's training program is one big complete endeavor from this company for building knowledge and good skill of every employee to assist workers in making value contributions towards their organization performance and goal accomplishments. Lastly, the independent variable used by Apple is marketing spend. Apple is famous for investing hugely in marketing. It spends millions of dollars every year.
My name is Nur Shahida. My matric number is 241220773. I will present to you about calculation the standard deviation, mean and maximum in t-test. First is marketing spend. Marketing spend being increased steadily across the 4 quarters. The average mean spend start at 2.35 in quarters question 1 and drop and to 1.38 in question 2, then increase to 3.20 by question 4. The standard variation show that spending pattern were less consistent in question 3 and question 4 compared to question 1 and 2. Second, product features. The product features were rated on a scale with rating start with from 1 to 4. The variation in response was slightly higher in question 1, 0.996 compared to the other quarters, indicating different perfection of the product features in the period. Training program. Training programs are also ranking from 1 to 3, but by quarter. By question 4, all rating were 1. The variation in training score was higher question 2 in question 3, meaning more diversion feedback. By question 4, it became consistent. In summary, the marketing spending variable the most. Product features were raised consistency and training program showing less variation by the final quarters. The image shows the result of normative test and correlation analysis for marketing spend data across 4 questions. Normative test. The table shows 2 tests, Komolov, Selinov, and Shapirovich. The signification value all 0.00, which means that data is not normally distributed in any of the quarters, question 1 to 4. Precision correlation. This test shows how strongly marketing spend in one quarter is related to another quarter. The correlation value range between -1 and 1. Close to 1 is strong positive relationship. Close to -1 is strong negative relationship. The image shows a result of normative test and correlation analysis for product features across 4 quarters. Normative test. The normative tests were conducted using Kolmogorov and Shapirovich. The signification value are all 0.00, which means the data for product features in all quarters is not normally distribution. Precision correlation. This table shows how product features in one quarter are related to the next. Product question 1 and question 2 have slightly negative correlation, -0.084, meaning that the change question 1 are not related in question 2. The correlation between the other quarters, question 1 with question 3, question 1 with question 4 are also weak and negative, ranging between negative 0.101 to negative 0.163. The product question 2 and question 4 have a weak positive correlation 0.213. Overall, the questions are very weak, indicating the product features in the quarters are not strongly related to each other. Normally test for training program. Normally test to show result whether the data for each training program, question 1 to question 4, follow a normal distribution. The signification value are all 0.00, which means the data does not form normal distribution. This indicates the data may not primarily state. The correlation table. This show in the relationship between the different training seasons. Training question 1 and question 2 have strong positive correlation 0.618, meaning that participants who perform question 1 also attempt to do in question 3. The data show the mix of weak to strong correlation between the training season. The reliability of the data is acceptable. However, the data does not follow a normal distribution, which might impact the type of analysis indeed.
My name is Muhammad Faris bin Kamal Zaman. My metric number is 221223611. I will walk you through the result of our regression analysis. We will discuss the regression coefficients, R-square values, and the hypothesis testing outcomes, focusing on the relationship between our predictors and the dependent variable demographics. Here is the summary of the findings. The R value is 0.231, indicating a weak correlation between the predictors and the dependent variable. The R-square value is 0.053, meaning that only 5.3% of the variation demographics is explained by the independent variable. The adjusted R-square is negative 0.051, indicating that the models does not fit well when adjusted for the number of predictors. The standard error of the estimate is 0.98918, showing the average deviation of actual values from the predicted values. For the coefficient part, we can see that from these values, none of the predictors have p-values less than 0.05, which means they significantly contribute to the predicting demographics. None of the predictors had p-values below 0.05, meaning they do not significantly predict demographics. Let's move to the marketing spend models. The R value is 0.338, showing a slightly stronger correlation than product features. The R-square value 0.114, meaning the 11.4% of the variance in demography is explained by the predictors. The adjusted R-square 0.067, indicating moderate model strength, and the standard error of estimate 0.94836. From this analysis, the predictor which marketing channel do think the Apple should focus on more is significant, indicating has meaningful impact on demographic. Finally, let's review the staff expertise model. The R value 0.147, indicating a weak model correlation. The R-square value 0.022, meaning only 2.2% of the variance demographic is explained by these predictors. And the adjusted R-square negative 0.031, suggesting poor model performance. None of these predictors were statistically significant, meaning they do not strongly influence the demographic.
The table provides variance of each predictor contributes to identified dimensions. In this analysis, diamond 5 has a small eigenvalue 0.035 and a height condition index 11.507, indicating moderate multicollinearity. Height variance proportions for marketing 02 0.89 and marketing 05 0.85. In this analysis, dimension 5 show a small eigenvalue 0.022 and a height condition index 14.512, indicating moderate multicollinearity. The variance proportions reveal that predictor product 02 0.71 and product 04 0.40 contribute significantly to this dimension. This table summarizes the collinearity diagnostic for a regression model with the dependent variable B18 and independent variable training 1, training 2, and training 3. In this analysis, dimension 4 has a small eigenvalue 0.039 and a high condition index 9.960, approaching the threshold for moderate multicollinearity. The variance proportions indicate that training 2 0.70 and training 3 0.59 contribute substantially to these dimensions, suggesting a possible linear relationship between these variables.
Let's continue with the hypothesis testing result from our regression analysis of product features, marketing spend, and staff knowledge as predictors of demography. Null hypothesis. The regression coefficient for the independent variable are equal to 0, meaning there is no significant relationship with the demographic. Alternative hypothesis. At least one independent variable significantly predict demography key findings. Product features. All predictors had p-value 0.05, so we fail to reject. This indicates that product features do not significantly predict demographic. Marketing spend. Among its predictors, which marketing channel should Apple focus on? Had significant p-values of 0.013. We reject for this variable, showing meaningful relationship with demographic. Staff knowledge. All predictors had the p-values 0.05, so we fail to reject. Staff knowledge does not significantly affect demography. Conclusion is overall marketing spends, specifically the marketing channel, showing a statistical significance. However, the other predictors do not significantly impact demographic. The independent variable is the cost. Its value is not influenced by other variables in the study, making it independent. In experimental studies, it is the variable you manipulate or change to explore its effects. Example of independent variable includes factors like product features, marketing spend, and training programs. The dependent variable, on the other hand, is the effect. Its value depends on changes in the independent variable. It is outcome or result that is measured after independent variable is manipulated. This variable reflects the impact of the independent variable, and its change help determine whether and to what extent the independent variable influence it. Researcher analyze the data collected from the dependent variable to evaluate the relationship between the two variables. By conducting statistical analysis, they can estimate how